everybody. Today we have Dell Vostro 5620 model. It's an Intel Core i7 12th gen laptop. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Let's start. So start with bottom screws. Alright, now we have to separate the bottom case from the Palmrest. So find the gap between both parts and work your way around the edge. Disconnect all the clips. Okay, so now the bottom is off. Here we have the part number. And now we have access to all the internal components. Always start with disconnecting the battery. So pull out the connector. Now we can take out the battery. So if the battery is swollen or laptop doesn't hold the charge, that's the time to replace the battery. And that's how you do it. And now we should be able to, yes, it goes out. So here we have the model number and the part number. Here we can see our memory slots under those covers. You can spread those arms, and that's how you take out the memory. So if the memory doesn't work or you would like to upgrade to the bigger one, that's how you do it. Here we have the Wi-Fi card. If the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. Unscrew this one screw, gently disconnect the antenna wires, and now we can pull out the card. Here we have the model number. Here we have our storage. So if your laptop doesn't boot, says no boot device, or you would like to upgrade your storage to the bigger one, that's how you can take out the card. This part, that's actually blank bracket. The actual card is so small, so that's our storage, NVMe SSD drive. Now let's see if we can replace the speakers. That's very important. If your sound is bad, you should replace speakers. Okay, so that's speaker connector here. Gently disconnect from the motherboard. And now the Wi-Fi antennas are routed through the same channel. So separate these two. I'm gonna unplug these two connectors for the touchpad and the keyboard because they're in my way. I always close those tiny connectors, retaining clips, otherwise you risk breaking them. And you can't actually buy them separate, you would have to replace this whole board. Alright, now I can pull out the speaker. Okay, here we have the part number. So remember, if the sound is bad, replace your speakers. Now let's see, that's our fan, cooling fan and the heatsink. So if your cooling fan is not spinning or making grinding noise or clogged with dirt and dust, you should replace it, otherwise you can overheat your laptop and it won't work. So let's see, here we disconnect it from the motherboard. And this is how we take it out. That's the part number. Same with the heatsink. If the heatsink is bent or clogged, doesn't disperse the heat, laptop may overheat, so we should replace it. So unscrew these screws. And now we have to gently lift it. It may be stuck to the motherboard because of the cooling paste, so be gentle. If you bend it, it won't work anymore. Okay. Here we have the part number. Now let's see. That's our I/O board with our USB and audio port, the network connector and the card reader. It has also the CMOS battery. So let's unplug it from the motherboard. So if those ports are bad, you can replace this board. That's how you disconnect it. Take out these screws here. I will leave the CMOS battery with the board so we don't lose it. Let's see. Let's disconnect this cable here and close the retaining clip. Alright, so that's our I/O board. And here we should have the part number. So now we are pulling the motherboard. Let's disconnect the remaining connectors. See, that's our video cable for the screen. Now we should be able to, this retaining clip, you have to flip it. Now we can pull it out. That's our DC power jack, so let's disconnect it. Okay. Now take out all the screws. This is our hinge, but it goes over the motherboard, so we have to unscrew it. I will take out the screws from the other hinge because we're gonna be pulling out also the Palmrest keyboard assembly. Now gently unfold the Palmrest assembly. Okay, now we can take out the motherboard. Okay, so here we should have the part number. That's our processor. Unfortunately, the processor is soldered on the motherboard, so we cannot replace it. You have to buy the whole motherboard. And by the way, if you need parts, check gotlaptopparts.com. And that's our power jack. If your laptop isn't getting the power, the jack is broken, replace it. Here we have the model part number. Now we can see screws for the touchpad. So it looks like we are able to replace it. If your touchpad doesn't work, take out these screws. And let's see. And that bottom bracket. This is how you take out the touchpad. Here we have the part number. And now we have our keyboard Palmrest assembly left. Unfortunately, the keyboard is riveted to the Palmrest. You cannot replace it. You have to buy the whole Palmrest keyboard assembly. And that's our screen. Let's take it out because the corner is damaged here. So start with the bezel. Use plastic tool, otherwise you will scratch your screen if you use metal one. Work your way around to disconnect all the clips. At the bottom we have some adhesive, so gently use the plastic tool and disconnect everything. Alright, the bezel is out. Here we have the part number. Okay, now I will take out the hinges so we have easier access to our pull tabs for the adhesive that holds the screen. Okay, so these are our hinges. Okay, now we can see here the pull tabs for the adhesive, so gently pull it out. Make sure you don't break it, otherwise you won't be able to take out the screen. Alright, one's out. Okay. Now the screen should be coming out. Yes, it is. So here we have the video cable. It has this retaining clip. Okay. Okay, the cable is disconnected. Here we have the model number for our screen. And now we have left our back cover with the webcam and the video cable. Here we have the part number for the back cover. We could try to take out the webcam and the video cable. Let's see. They're very fragile, sometimes you're risking breaking the webcam. It's usually glued to the back cover and very tiny. Alright. Here we have the model number. And then the part number for the cable is right here. And that's the back cover. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.